Hi everyone, it's Tom from Daddy Daydream here. The Nintendo Switch has been announced and recently we've had a lot more information about it. I went to a press event on Friday to have a hands-on session with it, and having played it myself and having read lots and watched lots of different footage of the games and heard about some of its features, I have to come to the conclusion that the Nintendo Switch has been made primarily for families, that it is an incredible console for family gaming. So the Nintendo Switch has lots of different playing options. On Friday I was able to try out all three of its primary different ways of playing it. So there's a TV mode, a handheld mode and a tabletop mode. The TV mode is your traditional sort of Xbox One, PlayStation 4 mode where you have a controller, you sit away from the TV and you play it on the big screen. Handheld mode sees the two Joy-Cons slot either side of the touch screen in the middle and can be played anywhere, on the move, at home, wherever you wish. And tabletop mode sees the screen's kickstand come out the back and the Joy-Cons or another controller can be used to control it as a screen, but just on your tabletop. This variety of different ways to be able to play the Nintendo Switch is absolutely perfect for families. TV mode obviously is going to be really helpful for general play, particularly if you are playing with other people and you need the screen space for split screen or to see lots of players. Handheld mode will be fantastic because obviously kids can play it in the back of the car while you're on a journey. If someone's playing on a game and someone else wants to use the television, they can pull the Switch out of its holder by the TV and play it in handheld mode, freeing up the TV for use by other people. Tabletop mode kind of combines both of them. You use the screen as a mini TV in effect, and the Joy-Cons can be used as little controllers, but it is perfect to use as that. Lots of people are saying it's too small, but having played it myself and seen it like that, it's great. You know, it's not as good as having it on a full screen big TV, but it's a beautiful screen on the Switch, and the Joy-Cons are surprisingly good controllers. I was quite shocked by how good they were. They're fairly small, but they have the 4-face buttons, an analog stick which can click in and out. It's also got shoulder buttons hidden on the sides of it that I don't think we'd seen before. But so when you hold it so it's horizontal in your hands, the shoulder buttons appear and they are on the side of the Joy-Cons that slot into the screen when it's in handheld mode. Another big thing that the Nintendo Switch has done, and this is an aspect of the Switch that isn't getting a lot of coverage but actually sets it apart from any other games console out on the market now, or even from PC gaming, and that's the parental controls that the Switch has. Alongside the release of the Nintendo Switch, there will also be an app coming out, an app called Nintendo Switch Parental Controls, and on that app parents can do things like set time limits for the Switch to be used. These time limits can be changed for different days of the week, so that at the weekends you can allow for, I don't know, a couple of hours of playtime, and in the week maybe just half an hour and an hour. While someone's playing on it, once that timer starts to get close to finishing, a warning appears on the TV screen or on the Switch screen to say you've got 5 minutes left, 10 minutes, 5 minutes left, and then your time is up. You can set it up so that either then it tells the player you've gone over your time and the app keeps track of how far over the time it's gone, or it will shut down the machine when the time limit ends. Another really good aspect to it is that it tracks who is playing what. So it collects information about the number of minutes, number of hours that various games have been played, and parents can look to see what the most popular games are that have been played. The idea of this is supposedly so that it can help parents talk to their children about what they're playing and be more involved in it. Another feature of the Switch and the parental controls is the ability to tell it the ages of your children and use the ESRB ratings that are designed to keep children safe when they're playing games, so that children are not allowed to play games older than their years, so that they're not being exposed to games that they shouldn't be playing. It just blocks them out of them entirely, depending on who's playing it, which is a brilliant idea to keep children safe. Another aspect of the Nintendo Switch are the games themselves. The games for Nintendo consoles have always favoured families and to some extent children as well, but a lot of the big games that are being pushed at the moment, and a few of these I was able to have a go on Friday, with games like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, there's a new 3D Mario game coming out. All of these are very child-friendly games, but are without doubt fun for adults as well. Several of those games also are great for playing as a family. Games like Mario Kart 8 are great fun for everyone to play, and so the Nintendo Switch will also naturally be used for families to come together and to share those experiences and have that fun with the Switch. The controls, as I mentioned earlier, is another thing that is really, really good about the Switch. Lots of children find Xbox One and PlayStation controllers too hard to handle. They're very big, they have lots and lots of buttons on them. The Nintendo Switch has a number of games that don't have complicated controls, and the controllers are suitable for smaller hands for some of their games. So actually accessing the entertainment is far easier on the Switch than it is on a lot of the other consoles that are available at the moment. Given all of this, much as lots of people are saying good things and bad things about the Nintendo Switch, like I say, having played it myself, having seen the games, having held the controllers in my hand, having heard all of this about the parental control app, the Switch is an amazing system for families. It's fun, social and safe, and will lend itself perfectly for families to enjoy and to share the fun together. Thanks ever so much for listening. Let us know what you think of the Nintendo Switch and the recent information that's been released, including the parental controls and some of the other information about the Switch in the comments below. Thanks ever so much.